I am black and white. Maybe that's my Air Force background. My training in the Air Force, that near enough is not good enough. It has to be right. If there's a rule, it's a rule for a reason. I get a lot of my work from my previous work. People referring me to their friends, okay? And the reason they do that is that they're happy with what I've done, and the reason they're happy with what I've done is I've given them the service. I've come from a service background. Even my 20 years in the Royal Australian Air Force is service-based. It's a funny way of looking at it, but you're serving your country and you're taught certain disciplines that carry on in life that you just don't get taught anywhere else. I ran a hydraulic engineering company for 14 years where it became so successful because people knew they could rely on us. They could rely on the service they got. And real estate's the same thing. Your client, your seller, has to be able to rely on you. It's all about building a rapport. You need to be able to tell them anytime something happens with their property, they want to know, and you tell them. And they appreciate that, okay? They never get sick of hearing from you. The other way around. They get sick of you not hearing from you.
I felt that Keith was more of a friend than a real estate agent. It's been stressful, well, what would have been stressful, he made easy.
Yeah, especially being our first home and just sort of our first experience with buying a house and entering into the market. And we were throwing a lot of curveballs with what we had to go through with buying it. We had to jump through a lot of hoops, and Keith was there to help us through pretty much anything that we went through. And I think his years of experience and just his attitude towards his job and his personality just really aided us in that and took a lot of the stress away, a lot of the issues
it was pretty
that we faced.
Scary, but he made it exciting. He took the fear away and just made it an easy overall experience.
I think with Keith, he's tried and tested. He's done the right thing by me. He's got a good track record. It's mainly that I can trust him. I know that if I've got a problem, I can talk to him about it. He will come back and tell me the pros and cons. He sold a number of properties for me, probably between about 15 and 20. I lose count of them because I've both sold them through Keith and I've bought them through Keith. And both ways he's done the right thing by me. I probably think Keith more of a friend because we've had such a good trust together. And I'm sure we'll keep on going in the future like that.
If you treat people with the same level of respect that you in turn want to receive, then you'll be successful.